Well, Monica stole my thunder a little bit, but I would love to see a show of hands for anybody that speaks another language besides English. Let's raise them high. I would love to see it. Look at that. That's amazing. You might speak a little of this or a little of that. Maybe you're a professional interpreter. Either way, there's a lot of people out there. So I want to let you know about a way that you can promote greater equality in our community by doing something that you actually already know how to do. So imagine with me for a moment that you live in another country. You have to do everything that everybody has to do every day to get along. Maybe today you need to speak to your child's teacher, or maybe you need to fill out housing paperwork. Normal stuff, right? Well, imagine that it's all done in another language. Imagine that you might not understand what's said to you. You might not understand what's said around you. And maybe even something that seems simple, like reading a bus map or reading a street sign, can present a significant challenge because, well, the alphabet is foreign. So the thing is, we don't actually have to imagine that hard, because that foreign place, that foreign city, that is Seattle, and that place where you don't understand the language, that's right outside those doors, and that is the reality for so many people that live in our community. Now, I want to let you know something about King County. And that is that King County is actually the second most linguistically diverse county in the nation. That doesn't mean that we have the most numbers of people who speak other languages, but the actual number of languages that are spoken here are actually enormous. And what that means is that we not only have the unique capacity, but also, in my opinion, the responsibility to help those members of our community who don't have the same access to information, to services, because they don't speak English in the same way that we all do who are sitting in this room right now. So there are a lot of places that do a great job making sure that language needs are being met with whoever they're working with. And folks have a right to interpretation in legal and medical settings. But think about how many times and how many things in life aren't legal or medical. Think about not being able to get things done because of not understanding something. And ultimately, having the simple ability to communicate, to get information, to be able to access services, that is a huge factor that leads to quality of life in any given place, just like these three happy ladies, or those ones that were up there just then. Anyways, so that's exactly what the American Red Cross Language Bank seeks to do. We've existed for more than 50 years in the Seattle area, and we fill in the holes where other language services are not provided. The Language Bank is a free interpretation and translation service that's open to individuals and nonprofit organizations for anything that isn't legal, business, or medical in nature. So just in the interest of clarity and education, these are two words that I hear said all the time and oftentimes misused. So interpretation is something that is spoken, and translation is something that is written. So the Language Bank is made up of 400 multilingual volunteers. We assist over 6,000 individuals per year, and honestly, could help a whole bunch more people. The volunteers at the Language Bank speak 100 different languages and dialects, including American Sign Language, which sadly I was not able to fit on this long, amazing list of languages. And some people even speak 3, 4, 5, 6, even 7 languages all on their own, which is amazing. Our top 5 most commonly requested languages are Spanish, Russian, Mandarin, Vietnamese, and Somali, with Spanish making up about half the work that we do. And there's another group of languages that I want to list off to you all because these are languages that are very frequently requested, but we don't have very many volunteers who speak them, so we're not always able to fill their requests. These include Burmese, Nepali, Amharic, Tigrinya, Oromo, and also Somali. Finally, there's a third group of languages that I want to mention because we actually get these requested fairly frequently, but we don't actually have any volunteers who speak them. So if any of you speak any of these, you better come talk to me. These include Bangla, Quiche, Quechua, Karen, Marshallese, and Chuukese. So everybody who raised their hands here at the beginning, you can all contribute to this work of lowering language barriers by volunteering your time with the Language Bank. Everybody who just speaks English, or if you speak a little of this or a little of that, that is great too. Now you know that the Language Bank exists, you can use it yourself, and you can tell everybody you know. So my name is Geneva, I'm the AmeriCorps Language Bank Coordinator at the Red Cross. You can contact me anytime, and I always want to talk to you about language access. Thank you so much.